So welcome back to my channel, Johan 93. Today we study. Today we study together with my friend. This is Asian from Sri Lanka, and this is this man, small man from Portugal. Okay, so I show you because today we study. Let's learn about.
Now I start this one.
What you learning, my friend? Hi, ASEAN. What you learning?
Later.
What you learning?
Food hygiene.
Oh,
Food hygiene.
food hygiene. Sorry, guys.
Food hygiene.
Now we study. Oh, study. Oh, this one is no study.
Study and then exam.
Study and after the exam, right? Okay. So, guys, let's do it. And then, if you like it, you subscribe, like, and share, and comment. Okay. Now we continue to study, my friend. Okay. You nice. Okay, we study now because it's very difficult.
Topics to be covered. The topics covered in this module are physical hazards, types of physical contamination, controlling physical contamination, chemical hazards, controlling chemical contamination, allergenic hazards, the 14 named food allergens, anaphylactic shock, controlling allergenic contamination, allergen labeling laws, Natasha's law.
Natasha's law, yeah.
Natasha.
Today was it?
Yeah.
Natasha.
Natasha.
Yeah, Natasha law.
Is dead.
She's dead.
She's
Yeah,
dead.
died. Allergy.
Topics of cover, Why for the topic cover this there are
In the
physical
front.
hazard, type of
Physical contamination.
contamination, controlling physical contamination, chemical hazard, controlling chemical contamination, allergenic hazard, there are 14 food allergens. What's it? Natasha. Natasha wrote that.
Physical hazards. Physical hazards include physical items in food that should not be there. While they may not cause food poisoning, they can be very distressing for the consumer and can still cause serious harm, such as choking, cuts to the mouth, or broken teeth. Sources of physical contamination come from the 6 Ps: people, packaging, product, pests, premises, plant, i.e. machinery. The image here shows a few potential physical hazards. The nail polish may flake off into the food, stones from the jewellery may fall into the food, or shell from the egg may end up in the final food product.
Okay, next.
Next.
Yeah.
Quick, next.
Types of physical contamination.
No, listen, only next.
In a little more detail, the 6 Ps that can cause physical contamination are people, food handlers, engineers and visitors can all cause physical contamination. This can be from things that accidentally fall into food, such as jewellery, hair, buttons and plasters. Things that are deliberately added to foods as an act of sabotage, such as needles or glass. Careless maintenance activities that could contaminate food with screws, wire and fibres. Packaging. The packaging from food, deliveries, cleaning chemicals and maintenance equipment can all pose a hazard. This includes materials such as glass, string, cardboard, plastic, wood splinters, staples and polythene. Products. Hazards can occur when things often found in raw food products such as stones, dirt, vegetable stalks, feathers and bones come into contact with foods that are being prepared. Further types of physical contamination are pests. Physical hazards include pest bodies, droppings, eggs and feathers. Pests also cause microbiological hazards as they carry harmful bacteria and germs into food establishments.
They like it,
The building and equipment used for food production and preparation can pose a potential hazard. For example, glass, splinters of wood, flaking paint, rust or plaster. Premises can also include areas such as stamped notice boards, where there are likely to be hazards such as drawing pins, scraps of paper and paper clips. Plant. This includes everything from machinery where screws, nuts and bolts can pose a hazard to the cleaning equipment, where brush bristles, bits of cloth or paper can contaminate the food.
Oh, the key. Next.
Controlling physical contamination. In order to control the risks from physical hazards, it's important to report worn
This
and
one,
damaged equipment when you
No
notice it,
fly.
using
fly,
them
fly.
correctly, introduce a
inside
glass breakage policy, issue protective clothing that includes a head covering and internal pockets, employ a rigorous pest control system, and ensure that you report any sightings.
Tamo Lee Malanara.
Next. And take a picture, okay. Spray.
Chemical hazards.
Press
Chemical
cleaning the
hazards
table.
can contaminate food at any stage in the production or preparation process. This may happen through the residue of chemicals left on worktops and equipment
Maybe now
when
food
cleaning.
the finish,
Chemicals
food
being
is
sprayed
finished.
next to open food.
Yeah.
Now food finish,
Delivery
then
vehicles that have
cleaning,
previously been used to
later
transport
the
chemicals
flow,
that are now used to transport food.
later go
Cleaning
microwave,
chemicals being stored in unlabeled containers that may be used incorrectly.
anything.
Chemicals being kept in food areas that shouldn't be
Later
there, such as
cash.
wall paint, car oil, and cleaning chemicals. Food being stored in old chemical containers. The misuse of fertilizers or pesticides on vegetables. The misuse of veterinary drugs in animals. Plants being grown near industrial incinerators or grown in land that is contaminated with lead or copper.
This one, no too much.
Controlling chemical contamination.
Less, more,
In
small.
order to control chemical contamination, it's important to keep food and chemical deliveries separate, purchase food from reputable suppliers, store chemicals away from food, ideally in a locked storage
Oh,
area.
cleaning, use
Always store
yeah.
chemicals in labelled containers. Keep food covered when cleaning. Never store food in old chemical
Yeah,
containers.
boss, look
Only
in
use
this one.
food-grade packaging
I'm
when
back
wrapping or
cleaning,
packing
cleaning.
food. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions when using chemicals.
Go.
Exercise.
Oh,
Somebody who works in your
Exercise.
kitchen has long hair but is not wearing a hairnet. This could result in strands of their hair falling into the food. Under the 6 Ps, which type of contamination is this?
Still talking?
No, this one is.
Oh, it's finishing.
Okay, hair falling.
Somebody
Hair falling into food.
yeah.
Is it what? Is it place? Is it machine? Is it people or product?
Oh, from the people.
Yeah, people.
People.
People here, no?
Yeah. Well, yes, people.
Oh, no people. Fucking yeah.
You finished already, you say, no?
Allergenic hazards. A food allergen is a specific food ingredient that causes an
Maybe
adverse
this finish
reaction in the
because they
body.
food come.
Symptoms
It's
include
very
itchy
hungry.
mouth and
Study
throat,
very hungry.
trouble
Quick,
No,
swallowing,
stop.
swelling
Go
of
down
the
now.
face, and
And the
difficulty
second,
breathing.
the next one.
Some people find their
Very
food
hungry.
allergy is easy to manage
Oh, no,
as their
40%
reactions are only
finished.
mild and can be kept
What
under
is that?
control by making careful food choices. For others, however, their
What
food
is it?
allergy can be
Allergenic
life-threatening,
hazard.
and these people need to
It's not
seriously
Why you
consider
want
what
this
they are
chocolate or no?
eating on a daily
Okay.
basis. People can also be intolerant to certain food ingredients, such as dairy, caffeine, and wheat, whilst others have celiac disease and cannot eat gluten. These people don't suffer from an allergic reaction, but can still experience severe discomfort after consuming certain food products. Almost any food can cause an allergic reaction, but there are 14 named ones that you must know about and must declare to customers if they are used in any of your food products.
7 more.
Next. Shall I next one?
14.
The 14 named food allergens that you must be aware of are celery,
Yeah,
cereals
yeah.
containing
14.
gluten, crustaceans, for example lobster and prawns,
14.
eggs, fish,
Take a
liquid,
picture. Take a
mollusks, for example
Take a
mussels
picture.
and squid, milk, mustard, nuts, for example walnuts, hazelnuts, almonds,
take a picture
cashews,
after you
pecans,
know.
Brazils and pistachios, peanuts,
Allergen.
sesame seeds, soybeans, sulfur dioxide and sulfites at levels above 10 milligrams per kilogram or 10 milligrams per litre. You can download the 14 named food allergens poster shown
14.
here to display in your
14
workplace and the
allergens.
link below.
Celery allergy?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sometimes people, I don't know because it's vegetable, but that's why. Oh, because I can't believe this and They are large.
Yeah, okay. Cereal maybe.
No, it's cereal is okay, but celery I can't believe the
Yeah.
people, you know, basically celery is not included already.
Milk, okay. Mustard maybe.
Nut is of course nut.
Peanuts, yeah. of
Peanut,
course.
nut,
Sesame seeds,
sesame,
yeah, some.
yeah, some
Soybeans.
soybean, yeah. Soybean, I think
Chocolate.
some people is, you know, some people are allergic, but they want only soybean, this one, this
Yeah.
sauce. I don't know, like, but yeah, some people. And then this the 14.
Sulfur dioxide, some chemical thing.
Oh,
Sulfur.
okay, next.
Next.
Anaphylactic shock. In serious cases, contact with a food allergen can cause a severe, life-threatening allergic reaction, known as anaphylaxis. An anaphylactic shock happens when blood pressure drops very low. Symptoms of anaphylaxis include breathing difficulties, such as fast, shallow breathing, trouble swallowing or speaking, feeling dizzy, lightheaded or faint, confusion, anxiety and severe distress, wheezing and a fast heartbeat. Even minute quantities of an allergen can affect
have,
many
no?
systems within the
This
body,
one is very
and a
important,
sufferer
you know,
can
like
die in
when
just a
you
matter of
file,
minutes.
we
For
have
example, for an allergy
like
sufferer,
medicine.
just 1
Yeah.
44,000th of a
Because some
peanut
people
can
This
cause
is
a fatal
allergy,
reaction.
they get this
If
thing.
somebody is suffering from
Ah.
anaphylactic shock, call an ambulance immediately. Use an adrenaline auto-injector such as an EpiPen if the person has one and you know how to use it. People who are in danger of such severe reactions often carry one with them.
Bun.
Controlling.
Controlling allergenic contamination. As a food handler, it is
controlling.
essential that you control allergenic contamination, as the consequences of not doing so could be fatal. To control allergenic contamination, it's important to make sure that allergenic foods are always segregated from delivery to service. This is to ensure cross-contact does not occur between allergenic and allergen-free foods. Keep preparation areas, equipment, utensils and cloths used for allergenic foods separate from those used for allergen-free foods. Retain ingredients labels and recipe information cards for all food products sold. If an ingredient in a food product changes, ensure all members of staff are aware of the change. Beware of hidden allergens, such as eggs in mayonnaise, peanuts in groundnut oil, and sesame in hummus. Clearly label which allergens are contained in each
Basically,
food
this one
product
we
on
are
its
studying, that's
packaging,
why they
and
just
ideally on
study.
menus and
Basically,
chalkboards,
the
etc.
allergenic,
There must
the
be
table,
someone
you know, is
available on each
different,
shift who
like
knows
this
which
one.
foods contain which allergens. Read labels carefully. Never guess what is in a product.
Some people, some is in the like this one. They doesn't know, you know.
Yeah, we use
After
it.
it's stuck together, but this one started. But basically, we have to clean first. My one is gone already.
Mm.
Maybe examination.
Allergen labelling laws. Food businesses are required to provide allergy information for all foods made, sold and served, both with and without packaging. This information is essential for customers who need to avoid certain ingredients because of a food allergy or intolerance. By law, all catering businesses must be able to declare the allergens of any given food when asked by a customer. If a customer asks you whether a dish or food product contains a certain ingredient, then you must answer them accurately and knowledgeably. Never guess. If you make and package foods to sell, then you must state any allergens contained in the product in bold, italics, or otherwise highlighted font on the label. For loose food products, such as meals served in a restaurant, you must retain full ingredients listings for all products sold.
Here to tell what is inside.
Yeah, what everything you have to know. You know, not just selling.
Yeah.
You have to know what you have. If like, you know, sometimes it's like,
We can't say maybe there. We
no,
have said
no,
no.
you have to say, if you doesn't know because it's from, you know,
Yeah.
it's from factory, that's why we doesn't know. But if you made, you have to tell, you have to answer and you have to tell, oh, this one you have to, but we doesn't know from the factory. If the factory, oh sorry, we doesn't know because this is from factory.
Yeah, then you have to say okay.
So you can order,
Decide
or
to-
we can take.
Case study, Natasha's Law.
Here not
A
after.
change in labelling is set to come into force in
Natasha,
2021, following the death of Natasha Ednan Laperouse. 15-year-old Natasha was in Heathrow Airport, about to board a flight to Nice, and she purchased a baguette from
15 years
Presemonte.
old.
On the flight, after eating the sandwich, Natasha became very unwell, had difficulties breathing, and developed raised red welts all over her body. She then went into cardiac arrest. Her father injected her with adrenaline from 2 EpiPens, but unfortunately, they didn't work. Natasha had a sesame allergy. She had purchased an artichoke, olive and tapenade baguette, and thought it would be safe because there was no mention of sesame on the product's label. Since her death in 2016, Natasha's family have been campaigning for changes in food labelling laws. Her mother has said that allergen labelling laws aren't difficult, and that nobody else should have to suffer such a needless death. At the moment, any food that is pre-prepared on the premises in which it is sold, for example, a sandwich made in a bakery in a morning, does not require a label. In June 2019, a new law was passed that would help to protect allergy sufferers from a similar fate to Natasha's. Named Natasha's Law, it will require all food businesses to include full ingredients labelling on any food that is made and packaged on site. This will make all food labels clear and consistent, and give allergy sufferers more confidence in the food choices they make. The law will apply to England, Wales and Northern Ireland, and comes into force in 2021. This is a major step forward in food labelling, and highlights the devastating consequences that consuming an allergen can have.
This year. Exercise.
Put the following hazards into their correct hazard group.
Exam.
Oh, bring the cable, put it here.
Cable.
Charge cable.
Physical, allergen, mustard, what they are following correct.
This one. You have sister here? You have sister here?
You have cable?
Cable. Oh, here? You have full?
I have it.
Allergen.
Oh, this one free, no?
This is physical or plastic, fingernail, stone. All physical, allergic, all walnuts, mustard, lupin.
What is lupin?
I don't know. That's lupin.
Oh, no.
You see?
Allergy. And what is?
Okay.
Yeah.
What is
I'm done, okay, finish.
Physical, all everything you can touch and
Oh, this one we can
Yeah.
touch.
plastic, all
Yeah, just plastic.
fingernail.
And chemical. It's like
Fertilizer is like what you put in the tree for the tree.
yeah.
For the celery, you put fertilizer,
Yeah.
manure, everything.
Yeah, my one fourth already. I go down.
Disinfectant is, you know what is spray? You spray
Oh,
on the
yeah.
food.
Very
and then
good.
food there.
It's chemical.
Yeah, pesticides also chemicals. You put for.
Okay. Things, okay. You go, okay, it's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go eat first, okay? Sure.
Summary.
Oh.
In this part of the course,
Ah,
you have learned that
And after
physical hazards are
Huh?
items in food that shouldn't be there. Types of physical
Finish this one,
contamination
go
can be
down.
categorized into people, packaging, product,
You
pests,
study very
process,
hungry, very
and
quick
fact.
hungry. Oh.
Chemical hazards can contaminate food at any stage in the production or preparation process. For example, pesticides used on vegetables. A food allergen is a
Only
specific
one
food
time you
ingredient
finish,
that
yeah?
causes an adverse
Finish only
reaction
this one and
in the
finish the
body.
next one.
Almost any food can cause an
Maybe
allergic
Marco finish,
reaction,
right?
but there are 14 named ones that you
Next.
must know about and must declare to customers if they are used in any.
Okay, finish. Right. Okay, we go eat. Okay. Very hungry. Go down, go down. So guys, it's finished. You have to go take a dinner first and we'll be back. Okay, see you in the next video. Okay guys, too tired to study.